Okay, next thing we're going to cover is bobbin tension gauge, lower bobbin tension. So in this video we're going to use the Magna-Glides. They have the magnetic ring here. This side does not. So the little black ring is the magnet. That magnet is what sticks to the inside of that bobbin case because this is metal. So there we go. So once your bobbin is in, that magnet holds it in place. Bring my bobbin tension around to the little cut right there, and then under my tension arm, this is where we want it to put it into the bobbin tension gauge. Do not install it through your pigtail yet because we're going to use the gauge. So we take the gauge, install our bobbin in here, clicks into place into the latch here. Again, we're not in the pigtail. We're going to come up left side of this wheel, come around it, come around to the other side of that wheel, fully around it, and then to this little elbow piece here, and then straight up. So this is where we get our view on our tension. As I pull my thread, again, straight from the tension arm, around this wheel, up to this wheel, back around, and then this little elbow piece. And then when you grab your bobbin thread, you pull just straight out. A nice smooth tension pull. Don't pull too hard because then it's just going to go off the chart like that. You know, every time you pull hard it goes too. You want to keep a nice steady pull, just like it would be sewing. So you can see mine's around the 200 mark, just above it as I pull. To me this is probably a little loose. I like sometimes around 250, closer to 300 area. So to make that adjustment here, nice thing about the gauge is they have this little cutout here on the gauge. So this little cutout exposes that little set screw, the larger one of course. So clockwise is going to tighten up that tension a little bit more on that bobbin. So as you can see now I'm closer to 250. Come back in and tighten it up just a little bit more. There we go. A little above 250. So once you kind of get your tension set, this is where you can there's actually a razor blade here in this as well, so you can come up here, apply that tension onto that razor blade, and it will cut that thread off your bobbin there. So all that thread you pulled will cut. Okay, so that's how you use your bobbin tension gauge. So of course if you're pulling your bobbin thread and it's off the chart, you're going to want to come in here and actually loosen up your thread more until you get it down around that 250. 250, 300 is kind of where I like it. It can vary a little bit, but that seems to be the good ballpark area for me. And again, the magnetic Magna-Glides, in my opinion, are the best to use. They are the smoothest running for tension. So just for kicks and giggles, I switched bobbins here, and then I'm going to try a test here to see what the difference here is on our tensions. So what I've done is I've installed a paper-sided, this is actually a Madeira bobbin, and this is what they consider a magnetic paper-sided one. So this side is the magnet, so that sticks to the inside of the bobbin case, and again that's the Madeira brand. So that's what I just installed. So when I pull on my bobbin tension, we'll see the gauge here. So you can see it's bouncing a little bit. It's not smooth. That's the paper sides. Those paper sides get bent a little bit and they don't turn real smooth, and that can cause that tension on your embroidery to be tight, loose, so your sewing quality is not as well. So there we go. I'll just cut that off. So there's a difference between the paper sided ones and the MagnaGlides. So that's why I usually recommend the MagnaGlides, because they are no paper sides on it and they run a lot smoother. It's just a better quality bobbin in my opinion. And that goes with any of the paper sided ones. I've used American Coats, I've done all different variations in comparison, and I still always come back to the MagnaGlides because I want a nice, smooth, good quality tension. I want good quality embroidery on when I run my stuff out. Nice, smooth, it stays steady, no bouncing around. Till I let go. So there you go. There's how you use your bobbin tension gauge. Anywhere from 250 to 300. That's how you use that bobbin tension gauge. So make sure you get that little door latch locked into this position. Just like putting it into the machine, I keep the door latch shut, so when I insert it, I'll hear it click. Then I know it's locked in place. Just like the machine. And around that wheel, around this wheel, little elbow, and then straight out. Nice, smooth tension. MagnaGlide bobbins. They actually have different colors of MagnaGlide bobbins as well, so if you do quilting, you can match your top thread with your bobbin threads as well. And as you can see, they have white and the black. Need some embroidery supplies? Go to AdvantageInkStore.com.